Hey, beautiful people. I have not long returned from finishing up for the day and heading out for a little supper, and I had to share this with you. I've just listened to a beautiful transmission from Divine Light Wellbeing. Bear with me, and I will pop a link in the profile and within the video description if you're watching this over on YouTube. And it resonated so deeply alongside a lovely conversation that I had with a dear friend of mine earlier. It stirred up some huge thoughts and a light bulb went off. And when you if you do go and explore that video and that transmission from one of my dear friends, Lucia, from Divine Light Wellbeing, you'll really understand with what I'm now going to share with you. So I've got a question for you. Have you ever experienced the Agent Smith effect? Now, I have the most incredible, loving, nourishing, supportive friends within my life. Yet running alongside that, I have the odd character who, without them altogether realizing, they act from the opposite end of that spectrum. Not always, and at times very subtly, yet I have felt it to be there. Now, they are coming at things from their own field of experience, yet also from a very suppressive place. As I recently have shared, I know I'm in quite a huge freaking shift, like an upgrade, unraveling a deep, refined version of myself. I feel it, I see it, and I see it here showing up. It's there within my consultations, within the teachings, within the branding of what we do, the cosmic provocateur, the presentation of what we're doing, and the whole of my freaking life. And I feel such immense joy, a huge lightness, and a twinkle in the eye. Now, I would say that is a good thing. Is it not? Is that a good thing? Yeah, I've had this character who I hold a lot of space for and a lot of care for because they are family, within a conversation tell me that I have to be careful that I do not become egotistical. Boom! Do you know what I heard and saw was frickin' Agent Smith wagging his finger saying, "How dare you grow and expand?" Now, as a child, I was such a sensitive, gentle boy, custard blonde hair, big blue eyes, and would not say boo to a goose. Yet that sensitivity has deeply served me to do the work I do. My difference, as Spirit said to me many years ago, my difference becomes my strength, and a strength that serves. Now, I can feel integrating within me is this divine will that sits alongside this divine grace, which is just empathy and openness and love and care for the world around you, alongside this will, which is fire. Now that fire is coming online, and I can feel a really deep, integrated, beautiful sense of found confidence within me that is driven by joy and activated by some incredible loving people from around me. Now, the Agent Smith effect, wagging finger, the Agent Smith effect is where someone, normally someone within your sphere, will either chip away at you, shut you down when you are in expansion and joy. If this has ever happened to you, that means you have more than likely experienced the Agent Smith effect. The Agent Smith effect occurs when a member of society defends its social constructs. Like, for instance, December the 25th being a holiday, yet in reality it's just another day. It's our society that says it is something different and decides that that day is special, and so it is. After all, a shared delusion becomes reality. Now, I'm all in for marking moments of time. Joy, okay, joy is how we absolutely serve. And being the cosmic provocateur, I'm throwing that in for good measure as a really powerful example of how those beliefs work. Now, the Agent Smith effect gets its name from the film The Matrix. The movie, within the movie, the Agent Smith is a defender of the system. Agent Smith began as an AI program within the Matrix to keep order within the system. Now, by doing so, by terminating those that would bring instability to the simulated reality. In the movie, Agent Smith is able to, if you remember, if you've ever watched it, take over or possess anyone's body that is still tapped in, and attack anyone that poses a threat to the existing system. Anyone that is in the system has the potential to become Agent Smith. So, like, 1 minute you're out having coffee and you start to share, and the next minute freaking Agent Smith pops up, replacing the person you were having a conversation with, wagging his finger saying, how dare you be in joy or expansion or in light, telling you to get back in line and sit the fuck down, shrink, and all the rest of the bullshit that goes with that. So I just really wanted to share that with you, because it was coursing through my awareness, and it was like, right, I want to root that, I want to ground that, I want to kind of anchor that in to the freaking Matrix. So, has that happened to you? It certainly happened to me. But do you know what? Going back years ago, that would have played on my mind. Actually, it would have fucking shrunk me. Okay, it would have shrunk me. And I would have been like, oh, I need to be, I need to be more humble, when actually that would have translated into being more passive. Okay, these days it has the opposite effect. And do you know what? When it comes to ego, we need to nurture some of that to be able to lean into the world and show up with what we are carrying into this world to share. And I absolutely know that that is rooted into service to others. So do you know what? That is ingrained. You cannot become something you're not. Yeah. So, and it's odd because this person has known me the whole of my fucking life. So, you know, it's like, what the heck? Whoosh, there's deeper stuff going on in there. And I still want to try to hold space for that with a loving heart. However, it's out there. It is, you know, these things, we live in a time where we just need to lean in and just like illuminate it all, lock, stock and barrel. And let it filter through your heart. You know, look in the mirror, you know you've got a heart, boom. There we are. I'll leave that with you all. I'm going to leave that with you all. And as always, sending you all so much love. And what have I been saying for years? Always at the end of my videos and often within my posts, what do I say? Keep shining. Now, I really get that as a message that has always been there. I can see a deeper layer of that. Keep shining. Sending you all so much love.